make music.
Hmm.
See, now they have color. Sayori's still very covered. I can barely see her. No. Oh, and now she's there. Thank you, Sayori. I'm glad you finally appeared. Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome to Doki Doki X Music Redux. I guess I should say welcome back to X Music. They're probably more appropriate. So, this is a demo, first of all, for Act 1, or this is Act 1. Basically, reason why this exists is that, I guess, they apparently said the creators said they saw the problems that people had with the original, and they wanted to go back, and they wanted to remake it, and fix it for themselves, I guess. So, now it's here. I personally thought the original was somewhat fine, but, I mean, let people do what they must. Well, let's see what happens with the X Music Redux. Will it be better? Will it be worse? I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Or I love Airbag.
Monday.
Or I don't like. I was gonna say I love Monday, and I was like, I don't like Monday. I have to refuse on that one. The day of the festival. It's the start of the regular X Music.
Yeah.
Well, all days. I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school at Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up. Not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told you yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. And what I want to give her. The hell with it. I'll go get her. Grab the cupcakes Natsuki and I made yesterday and make my way to Sayori's. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer. She's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Okay, I know this is I know they were fixing the problems, but like, could they have at least got rid of the vanilla?
If there was one problem you had to fix, it was vanilla.
Because I'm still sitting here like, am I playing DDLC again? I was like, that's one thing I wish got replaced. Wish this got abridged a bit. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. No response. I really don't have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Yes. She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayo, oh, she was next to her door!
Oh no!
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Sayori? Zero! Oh look, they changed their shirt sprite.
Huh.
Looks fancier. A little bit more lewd now, actually. Whoa! Sayori stands at the front of her bed, a long rope in her hand. Tied into a hangman's noose. Actually, wait, wasn't Sayori's clothes slipping off before because she was hanging?
Yeah.
Why is it slipping off now? Sayori, what were you doing in here? She was undressing, MC. What did you walk into? The shock of the moment, released my grip on the cupcakes. No. The tray clatters to the floor. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Zero. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Breaks down in incoherent sobs. Jesus. Sayori. Should have known. It was obvious. It was obvious, then how was... you shouldn't have... How did you... how did you not know? I didn't listen. Didn't see the signs. Oh, okay, I guess. I mean, but clearly... What? Whatever. I'll leave you to it, MC. I almost lost her. My best friend. The one I grew up with. Sayori drops the noose, dropping to the floor with a heavy thud. The act of looking at it makes my heart sink. Sayori gets up and rushes towards me, clutching my shirt and crying into my chest.
I didn't want to face it again. What I talked to you about. I can't wake up every day like this. I can't, Zero.
Words catch and stick in my throat, unable to come out.
I can't.
There's a short pause. All is silent, aside from Sayori sobbing.
I was about to do it, Zero. I was so close. I could feel it. I'd have never seen you again.
I finally pull myself together enough to speak. Sayori, could you imagine if I'd found you like that? My last memory of you? My best friend?
I'm such a failure, Zero. I've only ever been selfish. I can't even think about the only person that cares about me for 1 second.
Sayori, please listen. There are so many people who care about you. Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, your parents. I choke back a sob and steady myself again. I want you to remember that. You have a place here. It wouldn't be the same. I know it wouldn't be. You told me yourself yesterday.
Zero.
Backs away, catching her breath. I'm here for you. We all are. No matter what.
Zero, don't.
Sayori, you need to talk to somebody professional about this. Please. Sooner rather than later.
I don't think I'm ready. We can go another time. There's still festival. I don't want to keep the others waiting.
Screw the festival. You're more important to me than that. Sayori, this is just something we can just put off. What if something like this happens tomorrow? When I'm not here? I'm not going to force you. I really think you should. They can help. I didn't do everything in my power to help you. I could never forgive myself. She sniffles, wiping her face with her sleeve.
You care about me too much, Zero. But I guess you're right.
Gazes out the window for a long, silent moment.
I don't want to feel like this anymore. If they can help, I'll try.
Let out a deep sigh. My adrenaline slowly subsides. However, I still can't shake the anxiety brought on by all that's transpired. I just want her to be okay. Okay, we should leave now. We can take the bus.
Well, I need to get changed first.
Oh! Of course. I know. And take a step out the door. Reaching down to pick up the rope first, taking it with me. Just in case. Just in case I've had enough!
Just in case I want to kill myself.
Yeah, just in case it's... He gently nods, shutting the door in my face. Again, I'm a little anxious. Leaving her alone right after. That. But she does need her privacy. Kneel down. Clean up the cupcake massacre littering the floor with a towel. Natsuki's going to kill me. Not if we use the noose first!
Stop.
I return downstairs and untie the noose, dropping the loose rope in the trash. My hands are shaking the entire time, barely able to undo the knot. How did she learn to do that? Maybe she went to camp. I linger downstairs for a minute. To relax, we're heading back upstairs. Taking a deep breath, I sit down for a minute. shut my eyes and rest my head in my hand. Take a few deep breaths, hoping to level off my stress. She's probably ready by now. I knock on Sayori's door, and she opens it immediately. Ready? Sayori nods once, her eyes glued to the floor.
This is what's best for me, right?
Her light blue eyes stare through me, expectant of an answer. Seeing her like this is so unsettling. It's like someone rewired her brain overnight to become this husk of herself. I shouldn't think like that. My best friend always will be. Take a deep breath, sigh. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I know that's worth a shot. Come on, let's get going. Want to leave Mr. Cow to witness all of this? And he can't even come with upsetting. What kind of friend are you, MC? Take a seat in an empty but brightly lit waiting room. My anxiety consumes me as I wait for Sayori to walk out from the doctor's office. I have to lock my hands in place in order to stop them from showing my increasing worry. I consciously resort to tapping my foot on the floor and looking elsewhere in the waiting room. It's the only thing I'm going to be able to do for quite a while. Suddenly, my pocket rumbles, my phone springs to life. I quickly pull it out and notice a text from Monica. Then it hits me. It was the day of the festival. Yeah, Sayori said that. Damn it. I should have told her that I couldn't make it.
Hey, Zero, where are you?
I have to reply. Sorry, got cut off. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the festival.
Zero, please don't tell me you've got cold feet about the poems or something.
It's an emergency.
Oh no, what's going on?
I don't know if I can tell you right now.
That's okay. Just let me see if you can make it, or let me know if you can't. If you know where Sayori or Natsuki are, can you tell them too?
Okay, I will. See, Monica not acting like a bitch, Oh, Monica acting like a person.
Hey.
Upgrade. Alright, we can stop playing now. That was the upgrade we needed. No. Alright.
Alright.
I peer through a small flute glass window on the door. See what appears to be Sayori breaking down in her chair. Her arms folded on the doctor's desk, head rested upon them. Stricken with guilt, as it was my own negligence that led her to this. Behind me, the door that leads from the entrance to my waiting room swings open. A couple of nurses walk by. Well, here it comes! My phone buzzes again in my hand, and I turn my attention back to it.
It's just me and Yuri here. She's really nervous about performing as is. I'm trying to pep her up, but without you guys, I don't think she'll do it.
I know. Sorry, it's a personal issue. Can't promise anything, but I'll try to get there before it's over, okay?
Okay, thanks.
A couple of minutes of idle waiting pass by before I get another message from her.
Never mind. Everyone's here already, and they're waiting. Rob's gonna have to cancel the performance.
I turn the phone in my pocket, running my hands through my hair. Why now? I feel terrible for Sayori. She's in such pain right now, and how oblivious I was to all of it. On the other hand, I also feel like I put Monica and Yuri on the spot in front of all of our classmates. Monica and Yuri. It reminds me of what Monica just said. Where is Natsuki? What the hell is with today? I feel the anxiety rising up again, crushing my chest. I try to take a deep breath. In, out. Calm down. My phone buzzes again.
Are you sure you don't know where Sayori or Natsuki are?
Almost tempted to just leave the message alone, but I give in. I already said I don't know. I don't like lying to people, but at this point, I can't tell her about Sayori. It seemed like I'm throwing her under the bus anyway. And I really don't have a clue where Natsuki is. Just a white lie, for their sake. I texted them, but got nothing back.
Well, it doesn't really matter now anyway. We had to cancel our performance. People are complaining about the cupcakes not being here. Yuri's gone for some fresh air.
Crap. I'm really sorry, Monica.
It's fine.
I sigh. And I've disappointed Monica because I couldn't bring myself to tell her what happened. I tap out a message with Natsuki, hoping to get some answers. Hey Natsuki, you okay? Monica said you were a no-show at the festival. A couple of minutes pass with no response. She doesn't even mark as read. The office door swings open and Sayori emerges. Sayori quietly walks over, tears streaming down her cheeks. I quickly stand up to ask her about her well-being. Before I have time to say anything, she locks me in a tight embrace and sobs into my chest. Hey, it's okay.
I...
Don't worry. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't deserve this!
Sayori. So much to see her like this.
It's true! I really messed up everything! You don't get to spend time and have fun with any of the other club members. Monica's probably upset about us not showing up for the festival. Poor Yuri's gonna be so embarrassed. And it's all my fault!
My mind wanders back to Monica's text. Not telling her the whole story seems to have been a good call, for what that's worth. I should find a way to fix this. Sayori, look at me. Backs out of the hug and silently opens her eyes, staring into mine once again. Look, Sayori, I really care about you. So do the others at the club. They would understand why we weren't at the club today. Besides, that isn't something anything to worry about right now. If anything, you should tell them the truth about your depression. I know for a fact they'd be supportive. They're your friends.
I don't know. I just don't want to make a big deal out of it.
Oh, fuck, damn it! Hey! I wasn't done!
I just don't want to make a big deal out of it. Especially with the other club members and...
I stand up and put my hand on her shoulder. Sayori, I don't think you understand how big of a deal this really is. You nearly... My voice cracks. I compose myself. You nearly died. Sayori closes her eyes and takes a stuttered breath. Like the words are finally hitting her. She looks away, wipes her eyes, and changes the topic.
What about the festival? Did you talk to Monica about it yet?
I hesitate. I want Sayori to feel like it's her fault that the performance was cancelled, so I decide to start with Natsuki's absence. Well, Natsuki didn't show up either. Monica had to cancel the performance, unfortunately.
You didn't tell her, did you? About...
I didn't. Unless you want to talk to her about it yourself, you won't know. Okay? Sayori nods, wiping her eyes with her forearm once more.
I think I'll tell her. So she knows why your plans for the festival are ruined.
Tell what she's going to say. Hey, it wasn't your fault, Sayori. None of this is. Yeah, it's Natsuki's fault. She wasn't there either. Sayori grabs my hand tightly, crushing it in a vice-like grip. You can talk to her if you really want to. Oh, you'd probably be able to give better advice than me.
Maybe.
That's just rude. Rude to agree to that.
Did you tell my parents?
I sigh. I did, yeah. I'm really sorry. Just thought they should know. She lays her head on my shoulder.
Thank you. I was too scared to tell them myself.
Leans in closer to me. Soft breath sweeping across my chest. Closes her eyes and lets a pained sigh.
I love you, Zero.
Whoa. Despite her current state, I can't lie to her. It'd be unfair on her end to have her hopes dashed like that. Feel her breath hitch. She grips at my shirt. I hold her in a tight hug. It's the only solace I can provide. I'm just glad she's here. She's alive and breathing. I can still have a best friend. For a small bit, steps back, sniffles, and wipes her eyes. We should get going. There's no point going to school now. I suppose so.
Actually, Zero, they're keeping me here for a while. I think it could help, like you said.
They're keeping her on suicide watch? Jesus Christ. Take a deep breath. That's probably a good idea. They'll know how to look after you. He responds by squeezing my hand. Look, I'll keep my phone with me. If you have a chance, you can message me whenever you want. Hell, we'll even pick you up whenever they release you. You're going to be okay, Sayori. We hug again, only for a moment. Don't let me keep you waiting. Let your family know where you are.
Thank you, Zero, for everything.
You let go and say our goodbyes, albeit reluctantly. The nurse assures me she would be in good hands and escorts me out. Alongside, start my journey home. Oh, they didn't have that anymore. Okay.
Huh?
They got rid of injured Natsuki.
Oh, right. Where she like runs past you.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I remember at one point I was like, oh, this is when that part happens. I was like, oh, guess
And
that's
then it
gone.
didn't.
Well, good. I suppose that was kind of an issue. I suppose it did kind of focus too much on Natsuki at that point and just kind of felt like Sayori got pushed to the side. So, I guess that's good. So far, so good.
Yeah.
The mid-afternoon sun warms my back as I approach my house. I mean, it must have been easy fixing it when you have like 7,000 people shouting the same problems at you.
Whew.
The bus ride seemed to breeze right on by. I barely remember it. Before I enter, I turn my head and look at the neighboring house. Her house. I close my eyes, shake my head. She's safe now. She's okay. She's in a safe place, and she'll be okay. Doctor does nothing to quell my worries. I'm going to tremble as I unlock my door to step inside. When I enter the kitchen, flick the light on and collapse into a chair. Hold my head and try to focus on something else. I can feel the nerves coming on. All that adrenaline from earlier has left me mentally and physically exhausted. Only then I realize I haven't eaten today. Despite my body screaming at me, I force myself to get up and make a sandwich. My mind wanders to the events of the day. The image of Sayori, the noose around her neck, the frightened expression froze on her face. There's that feeling. Ooh, look at that. Like a little Sayori opacity thing
Oh,
of
fuck.
her dead sprite.
Yeah.
That tightness in the chest. Why the hell does this feeling keep coming back when I think about... I don't want to think about it anymore. Mind settles on Monika's reaction. He must have been so stressed, too. Where was Natsuki? Seems like everything's just crumbling down today. I noticed that she still hasn't texted back. Hell, my messages are still unread. Ah, shit! I was distracted. I accidentally cut my finger open while slicing a tomato. It clatters to the floor. Look what you did. Quickly wrap my finger to a paper towel, and a few drops of blood soak into it. Damn. I didn't feel a thing. I guess the knife's sharp, at least. Regardless, I go ahead and eat the sandwich. I'm hungry to care if there's a little blood on it. Okay, Mr. Edgy. I toss my dish into the sink alongside the knife and head upstairs to my room. I eat my sandwiches with blood. It
Yummy.
adds flavor. Gives me iron.
Mm.
I collapse onto my bed, exhausted from the stress that the day had brought me. I send a text to Sayori, fighting the urge to fall asleep. The message sent, surrender to my exhaustion. I drifted into unconsciousness within minutes. Or what did you text? Or you didn't even have a conversation. Just thinking of you. She replies like, hello? Hello? Zero? Why did you text me? I'm pulled from my sleep by the sounds of birds and passing cars. Check my phone. 12:39. 12:40. 12:41. Oh, okay. Crap! I'm late! I bolt out of my bed and quickly put on my clothes. The adrenaline of anxiety wakes me up completely. As I'm changing, I stop and take a moment to think clearly. I'm this late already, I might as well not go. Another absence. That's going to look fantastic on my school standing. I sigh and sit down, half dressed. I can probably still go to the literature club, at least. Check on Natsuki, let Monica and Yuri know what's going on. Not going to be a pleasant day. First, a much needed shower's in order. Yeah, good, stinky. Step out of the bathroom, feeling fresh and clean. I check the time again, 13:06. How long was I in there? At least I feel less tense now. It just occurs to me, neither Natsuki nor Sayori have responded to me. Damn, not even Sayori responded. Yeah, send in your late night text. That's what you get. Never heard a peep from either of them. My fears have crept their way back, rooting themselves into the pit of my stomach like a vile tumor. I figure they might have taken Sayori's phone, or at least turned it off. Oh, that's true. It's not a huge deal right now. In a safe place. But Natsuki, I'm tempted to call her, let her know what's happened, ask if she's okay. The rational side of my brain interrupts. What if she's in class? What if her phone is broken or something? Well, I mean, the second part could just... Well, the second part, if you called a broken phone, nothing would happen. But the first part, yes, what if she's in class? She could be fine for all I know. Damn it. I almost wish I were omnipotent. I don't have this painful, crushing worry. Yeah, well, life sucks. I hold my breath and check the time. Club should have started by now. Excuse me, percussion team. Like, can you guys practice band class? Like, not outside? Club should have started by now. Follow the path along the courtyard. At least Sayori isn't here to scold me for missing class. Who am I kidding? Right now, I'd take any amount of teasing to see her. At least she's in a safe place. Force my thoughts towards the club. Opening the door, let myself inside and begin to navigate the hallways. After a short walk, I stop outside the door. See Monica and Yuri inside. No Natsuki. My gut feels like it's been dropped onto solid concrete. My already present worry only gets worse. Take a moment to compose myself before walking in. As I enter, both Monica and Yuri turn to stare at me. Yuri quickly buries herself back into her book. Whatever plan I had to explain myself vanished the second I entered. I can only stand there awkwardly. I cough and try to stammer out a greeting. Hi, Mona.
Zero, can we talk?
She's uncharacteristically emotionless and weary, as opposed to her normal cheerful demeanor. I mean, yeah, I suppose.
You want to head out into the hall, or...?
Somehow, the prospect of being in a hallway where others could hear is not ideal. I have to explain in front of both Monica and Yuri. Great. Yuri's fine.
Alright.
Monica leans against the teacher's desk, her expression blank, but somehow piercing my soul. This is going to suck. I take a breath. I'll be straight. Something happened with Sayori. I don't think I can tell you. I'll be up to her. But believe me, we didn't want to miss the festival. It was important to us. Wouldn't have skipped unless it was important. So, for what it's worth, I'm really sorry that we didn't make it. Well, that was surprisingly natural. More importantly, honest. Still, can't help but worry about her response. As soon as I finish, Monica's face softens, her brow furrowing with concern.
Is she okay?
Yes, and no. She's safe, but okay, it's stretching it.
I see.
I shift away for a moment, staring into space. Takes a deep breath.
Okay. Needless to say, I owe you an apology. I was in a panic and shouldn't have kept bugging you about it. Things have been really stressful for me lately, especially because of the festival. So, yeah.
An awkward silence ensues. All this is nice, see? See?
Yeah.
I knew people knew how to write, Monica.
This is better than I can't believe you missed the festival.
See, guys, it's not that hard.
Fuck you. You ruined it. You stupid bitch.
Yeah.
I shouldn't actually say that.
Yuri, let me show them your cuts. Let's go.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the festival failure hit her harder than she's letting on. While it was necessary, you'll feel awful for contributing to its failure. Monica rubs my upper arm a bit and gives me a worried look.
Are you okay?
I pause. Through the last few days, I haven't had time to reflect on my mental state. Well, beyond the lens of anxiety and stress, anyway. Nobody's really asked me, so I've pushed that task aside for more important things. Not really, and it's nothing to worry about. He nods.
If you insist.
He peers up over a book inquisitively.
What about Natsuki?
Your mention of Natsuki caught me by surprise. I feel a wave of mild nausea flooding over me. Where is she?
Yeah. That was my next question.
I haven't heard from her. At all.
She wasn't with you?
No. Went home on Sunday after we baked the cupcakes. I haven't heard from her since. The room goes quiet. Yuri sits down, staring ahead blankly before aimlessly flipping through her book. Monica closes her eyes and sighs.
Okay. We'll have to...
Something catches my eye. Outside the clubroom door. Flash of a familiar shade of pink. Was that? Am I just seeing things? Yuri's like, oh. Well, better that I find out rather than standing here contemplating it. I'll be right back.
Oh. Alright.
Probably cut her off from what she was saying, but this is more important. Make every attempt to walk to the door normally, and resist the urge to sprint. Just as the door closes, break her to a jog down the corridor. Around the corner, and... Oh, that's when we meet Natsuki. Natsuki,
Zero! Keep your voice down.
Oh, I like that.
Please.
She looks around. She's paranoid about being heard. Yeah, that was actually really cool. Like, they made her look left and right.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Damn, we're already giving her nicknames?
Uh-huh.
She speaks in a harsh whisper.
I know, Zero. I missed the festival, and it's my fault. And I know that, okay? I don't want them to come out here and start bitching at me and...
Natsuki stops her tangent. I've missed you. I've been really worried. We've all been. Yeah, Natsuki, don't worry. This is the new exit music. You'll be fine. They won't bitch at you. It's okay. He looks at me with a reaction I can only describe as complete shock. See, even she's surprised.
I've missed you too, okay? A lot. I'm sorry that I missed the festival. I really wanted to go.
It's okay. Sayori and I weren't exactly punctual either. He looks at me with confusion. You and Sayori? Oh god, no, nothing like that. It's just, I debate telling her. From what I know, Sayori considers her a best friend alongside myself and maybe Monica. I want Natsuki to know. At the same time, I feel comfortable with it. Yeah, don't tell her. Why would you? Don't tell. You gotta sacrifice my quote-unquote love life. Not even real love life yet, because you don't even really know her yet that well. Don't tell her. So just let Sayori do it. It's her decision to make, not mine. Like with Monica and Yuri. Exactly. It doesn't sit right with me about lying to Natsuki. Oh my fucking. Well, you could just say it's something Sayori has to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not really lying, right? You're not! You're just withholding the truth! There's a difference! It's just an omission. Exactly, there you go. An event occurred. Yuri couldn't make it, and I was with her. Zero, that sounds bad. She okay? Yeah, she is. She'll be back soon. Terrible about not being up front. I'm sure she'll understand if Sayori tells her. But you feel terrible. Not feeling terrible. He feels terrible about everything. I feel terrible about this. I feel terrible about that. Your actions make sense, kid.
Kid.
Stop beating yourself up. Calm down. I quickly change the subject to the topic most on my mind. Which brings me to my own question. What happened on Monday? Are you alright? Oh, that. It was just... I had a problem at home. I had to spend the day in the basement helping to fix something. Oh boy!
Wow.
I love working on the house.
That's what they're working on.
Yeah, working on something in the basement.
Yeah.
I couldn't answer my phone. I'm sorry. Huh? Your explanation seemed plausible enough, but I can't shake a bad feeling about it. A really bad feeling. I don't believe it. Not for a second. She's lying to me. Of all people, she's doing it for a reason. I don't press it. Alright, fair enough. She exhales and rocks on her heels. So that's why. Can't wait to get chewed out by Monica. She was worried about you when I told her I hadn't seen you. You should talk to her. Yuri too. You're worried? Seemed to react with genuine surprise. Despite your differences, Yuri does care about you. Looks uneasy, glancing towards the corner. She sighs and picks up her bag. Not today. I need some time to myself, you know? Plus, I need to be home early today. Need to start dinner. Oh, alright. I'll see you tomorrow, though, okay? Promise? Natsuki pauses and looks away for a very short moment, before glancing back at me. I promise. She gives me a weak but honest smile. Alright, get going. Don't let me hold you up. She waves and walks down the hallway. I start to head back to the clubroom. Before around the corner, look back. See her at the stairwell, glancing back at me. I hold up my hand. And for some reason she's crying, and I didn't seem to notice that. Okay.
Yeah.
She does the same. We're heading down the stairs. I sigh and head back to the club. As disappointed as I am that I didn't spend more time with her. She's safe. She's alive. At least there's the... There you are! Where were you? Oh, was caught off guard from wallowing in my own thoughts. Bathroom.
Okay. Well, I was just about to say that we've ended the club early today. Yuri's already headed home. I'll try and call Natsuki again when I get home. Just in case the others show up tomorrow, I'd like you to do poems, if you can. Maybe it could help. Who knows?
Yeah, what the hell? Does Monica have teeth?
Yeah, she's always had teeth.
Has that always been there?
Yes.
Hold up, I gotta check her sprite real quick. Okay, yeah, never mind. I just checked. She always had teeth. I don't know why. I thought she didn't. I think it's the fact I haven't seen her smile this entire time.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't see her make that face to talk this entire time, so I was like, what the heck? That looks so weird. Someone's smiling at exit music? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Very reassuring. I grab my bag, wave to Monica, and start my way home. Alright! Everyone's in character for the second day. There you go. There you go. Already you know what? I'm gonna say it now. The Ford, as it's going, already an A tier. Because that was the biggest problem for me with exit music, was that they were out of characters. So you make them in character, yeah, you're A tier.
Yeah.
There you go. So, I mean, unless anything goes bad with full release or in the rest of the demo, so far A tier.
Yeah.
As I finish off the last scraps of my dinner, I feel my phone buzz from inside my pocket. Discarding the dirty plate in the dishwasher first, I pull it out and check the notification. Text from Sayori. Several of them, in fact. Oh.
Hey, Zero. I won't be able to call tonight because I'm going to sleep soon, but I wanted a message to let you know I'm doing better. You're right. People here are taking really good care of me. They've given me some meds. I was really scared at first, but I think they're gonna help. I'm sorry for doubting you when you said this would be the best thing for me. By the way, they said I could probably come home on Thursday, so that's good. I'll call you tomorrow if I can, after school and clubs and stuff. Good night, Zero.
Despite this good news, I feel the familiar cramping sting. Being medicated now? I've heard stories online about taking stuff like that. What if she completely changes? I sure hope not.
Maybe this is their way of being like, listen, she'll still change, but at least we'll acknowledge it this time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I sure hope she doesn't. What if she just attempts again? What if she's just completely out of character?
Yeah.
I'll fail her. I'll fail her? What? My queen! I don't know, that line is weird.
Is this MC a simp? Like...
I don't know, that line was weird. I'll fail her. No. I run the sink and splash some water on my face.
Bro.
I can't bear the thought of her being alone, treated only with pills and encouraging words. I can only see her lifeless, dangling from that rope. Why is this happening to me? I've never felt this way before. Constantly on edge. Overthinking and overacting the news that I should be happy about. I'm hands with a towel and send a message back to Sayori. Glad to hear you're doing better. See you soon. See you soon. I'm not admitted myself first. Oh.
Okay, buddy.
I drag myself upstairs and collapse on my bed. These past couple of days let me completely drained. I can't bring myself to do much of anything, other than worry and sleep. Like a soothing mother, sleep takes me. Alright, so far it seems like they're showing MC's internal struggle a bit more, which, if you know the ending to the original one, makes things a bit more sense. A bit. Still have to see if they fix that even more. But it makes things a bit... his reactions to a lot of this is more genuine. I think before in the original, he did kind of forget about Sayori. It was just like, it's okay, she's alive.
Yeah.
Like he just forgot that his friend almost committed suicide.
Yeah.
And he's also doesn't know about Natsuki. I feel like that's another thing. He's like, it's piling up on him. Not only is he worried about Sayori, but he's also worried about Natsuki because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with her. So yeah, they're showing that a little bit more, which is good. I think my only problem so far has probably been the soundtrack, but that could just be because it's not personally my preference. I don't know, to me everything's too samey, and it's probably because it's all supposed to be Radiohead covers.
Oh, is this still Radiohead? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like. So to me, the soundtrack, everything sounds way too, yeah, like I said, samey, and it's like, they all mesh together too much. Yeah, it's like the soundtrack. The soundtrack isn't really a negative, but it's not really a notable plus for me either. It's just kind of there.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's just, it doesn't make it deadly silent, so it doesn't distract me too much, so yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm in over my head here. And how quickly my classes are moving. 2 days of school has taken a toll on my studies. I have a lot of catching up to do. I can't really focus on what the teacher's saying. Sounds like the fucking Charlie Brown. Wah, wah, wah. It all seems so trivial given what's happening with Sayori and Natsuki. Perhaps I'm worrying about nothing. Sayori may very well be seriously improving. If Natsuki is telling the truth, then I'm just paranoid. Regardless, one thing's for certain. I'm slowly becoming a nervous wreck. Fantastic. My already dwindling focus runs out completely. All I can think about is a sense of foreboding doom. Anxiety of an uncertain future. Lesson from hell mercifully ends as the last bell rings. Just like that, brought back to reality. I hastily chuck my materials into my bag. I'm the first one out the door. Following the now familiar route to the club, I weave through the crowd of students making their way to the staircase. As I come up to the final bend, I hear Monica conversing with someone. Slowing down my pace, I wait just by the corner, but not interrupt.
A stroke? That's awful. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're all pretty upset. The whole family was there. He's doing much better now, though.
What? That's completely different from what she told me yesterday. Between this and her evasive behavior, I have no idea what's going on. Why would she lie to me? Or Monica? Or both? Was it something I did?
Oh, hey, Zero.
He quickly waves at me and heads inside the clubroom, beckoning me to follow. Alright, that's one thing I'm liking too. It seems they're starting to give Natsuki some problems. That was one thing that the original I didn't like too much, is that Natsuki was too perfect. Like, Natsuki never did anything wrong, you know? Besides,
Yeah.
she was a little bit of like an ass, a bit, but you kind of recovered by, well, no one's nice in the club anyway to her. At least in the original. So now it's like, okay, she's starting to do something wrong. You're like, well, why is she lying to people? What are you doing? Just like, why are you lying to your friends, Natsuki?
Yeah.
That's mean. As I enter, Monica and Yuri already engaged in a conversation about something. Sounds like they're talking about a book Yuri's been reading. Move past and head straight straight to the windowsill, our usual spot. He kicks open the closet door and starts fishing around for a Parfait Girls collection. I hold back. A stroke? Really? I feel a little sick. She is hiding something. That much is clear. But what? I have to broach the subject with her. As she returns, box in hand, and rifles through it for the first volume. Quickly spot it and pull it from the box. And then slouch down and sit against the wall. Well, looks like we're finally through the first volume. It only took us 45 minutes.
Yeah. Only 11 more parts.
I can hardly contain my excitement.
Hey!
Natsuki lightly punches my arm in retaliation for my remark.
I'll say, there you go, and now there's jokes! Yay! Not everything's so depressing.
Okay.
Also, I kind of like this song. This is a song I like.
This song is kind of groovy.
No, I was like, I like this one. There you go. Out of all the songs I played, this one. Check.
This one, good.
Natsuki light punches my arm in retaliation for my remark. Yeah, I read that. Oh, come on. I like Parfait Girls. Really.
I know you do. You wouldn't have bothered sitting and reading through it with me if you didn't.
I think I'd sit through pretty much anything if it was in Natsuki's company. Okay, calm down, buddy. Anyway, I lean forward and shift the box towards me. Running my finger along the volumes, I find the second and swipe it out. Replace it with the old one.
Hey! Keep them in order!
She scoffs before putting the first volume in order with the others. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
It just gets confusing otherwise. Good point. I'm sure she'd love the state of my DVD collection. She yanks the manga out of my hands and flips straight to the first page. She holds it out between us, like before. Only a few pages in when my mind starts to wander. I need to stop putting it off. It's the perfect opportunity to ask her what's going on. Monica and Yuri are busy. Left the clubroom to go look for a hole puncher. Nearly the end of the club day. I always come back to the manga. I really need to know if something's wrong. Hell with it. I'll ask her now. Natsuki.
Yeah?
I overheard you talking to Monica earlier. You mentioned that someone in your family had a stroke, so you couldn't make it to the festival. Before you say, I don't care about the festival, I'm not mad at you. It's just, that's not what you told me, and is something going on?
Zero. Got it.
Monica swings open the clubroom door, waving the double-hole puncher like a trophy. Yuri falls behind her, carrying a box full of lined paper. Okay, no, she got, so he's like, got it!
Yeah.
Sets it down on one of the desks. He sighs before whispering to me.
Not here. The fountain, outside. And bring parfait girls with you.
I nod. Natsuki stands up, stretching for a moment. I follow, stuffing the second volume of parfait girls back into the box. Monica turns her attention to me.
Hey, Zero.
Hey. Monica pushes me over, as Natsuki heads straight out of the clubroom door. Monica's eyes follow her out as her expression changes to a familiar melancholy.
Already? We still had 5 minutes left.
Her head droops down, now facing towards the floor. I can't tell if it's out of confusion, sadness, or disappointment. She takes 2 deep, swift breaths, lifts her head back up, and shrugs.
Well, it's not the end of the world. Just wish she could have stayed longer. I needed to fill her in on the poem activity. Actually, you two are pretty close, right? Can you let her know that I'm trying to get the club back into the swing of writing poems?
That's one thing I'm actually still kind of confused about here. Natsuki doesn't want to tell anyone else in the club, but wants to tell MC about her problem. Why is Natsuki closer to, like, the new guy who joined, like, a week ago, more than these people who were already in the club with her?
Maybe she just feels more comfortable telling them.
I don't know. That feels really odd. Like, you just met him. Like you barely known him for a week or two. Yet, these people have been in a club with you for how long? And you don't trust them?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little weird. Yeah, I'll text her.
Great, thank you. Also, I know you won't say what happened, but how is Sayori doing?
I talked to her last night. She's doing much better.
That's great to hear. Just remind her we all care about her, okay?
No worries. I will. She smiles at me.
Oh, don't worry. I'll let you go now.
I grab the parfait girls box. We're heading towards the clubroom door. Monica shouts after me one last time.
Just don't forget about the poems.
I won't.
See you tomorrow, Zero.
Poor Monica. Now I feel bad for her even more. Can I be with Monica now?
Can this be a Monica mod?
Finally. I weave through the hallways, making my way to the double doors leading out into the courtyard. Spot Natsuki straight away, sitting alone on one of the benches in front of the fountain. That sounds like a CG. Might be a CG moment? I don't know. This seems like a CG moment. Sitting in a fountain? head over and take a seat next to her, laying the manga down next to me. Ah, I was correct, yes! No, MC.
How did you know?
I don't actually just guessed. I actually just guessed that.
I see.
MC shocked me because he looks like nothing like the MC sprites that have been made beforehand. So I was just like, oh, MC.
Listen, Zero, that's this MC.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Mod's MC.
oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's still good art. I was just like, he caught me off guard. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
who's that? So that's what our exit.
Is he just as tall as her? Is he a short boy?
So wait a minute. Our MC is a manlet. He's a manlet, 4'11" looking. Also, Natsuki's pretty well endowed.
Kinda, yeah.
So, oh, he looks away. Natsuki doesn't respond. Just stares ahead blankly. Natsuki? No response. Would you rather not talk about it? Should we just... I take the Simon for Fair Girls out of the box. Rifling through the pages, I try to look for the page we left off on. MC, you can't rifle through the pages without looking at the book. What are you doing? Hey, what page were we on? I remember something about a cafe scene. Earth to not... My dad hurts me. Whoa!
Okay.
What?
She was thinking about just... She was just like, I'ma say it, and he was not expecting it at all. It seems like a funny moment where it's like he's talking about something stupid and then it's just my dad hurts me.
It's too abrupt. It just instantly is like it just cuts from, hey, what page are we on? I remember something about a cafe scene. Earth to nuts, my dad hurts me, and then the sad music, like what?
Oh, it seems funny.
There was no time for me to catch my breath from the, like they were just like sad.
Sad.
Like that's
You are
like
sad now. Deal
it's too
with it.
yeah, like it's too abrupt. And MC's face just instantly was like, oh. He was like, oh no.
He has a little shadow over his head. He's like, bruh.
Oh. My dad hurts me. Almost every day. Has for as long as I can remember. He missed the festival because he had a bad morning and threw a bottle at me. He stopped me from leaving the house. Made me clean the basement when I cried. I wanted to go. I really did. It's funny, really. I did want to perform my poem after all. It probably would have been fun. But... yeah. Now you know. Not even thinking, pull her close into a warm embrace. She flinches slightly at first, then reciprocates, gripping me firmly. Feel her jerk back a little. He knows where to hit, so it doesn't show. Hugs hurt a lot. Mind is flooded with 1,000 screaming voices. Rage, sadness, shock. She's been abused. This whole time, I've just stood by, not once thinking about it. Her poems, her absence, her self-isolation, all of them. Signs that I've ignored. My chest tighten and my lungs start to burn. Familiar sting of anxiety. Not. Can't stay there. Can't. Looks into my eyes. Tears beginning to form. What am I supposed to do, Zero? He decides where I go and when. No one would believe me. I have nowhere to go.
Even if I did, I
Believe you, Brig. Pulls herself on into me. You're straining my shirt. Between sobs, she's barely able to choke out a sentence.
Zero. I can't live like this anymore. But I don't know what I can do.
I have an extra room. You'd be safe. This probably won't be a permanent solution, but it'll get you away for long enough for us to do something about him. Just need a way out. She wipes her tears from her eyes and shakes her head.
I wouldn't do that to you. You would never let me go. You'll never let me go.
Don't tell him.
Zero, what are you talking about?
I mean, I could get you out of there. Or at least, I could try. Give me, I don't know, a day? Come up with something. Some way. There has to be a way.
Zero.
I'm serious, Natsuki. Silent for a moment. She pulls away from me, wiping a tear from her cheek and sniffling.
You can't get involved, Zero. I shouldn't have even...
Please! We'll figure it out. Can't let you stay there, Natsuki.
I don't get it.
It'll only make things worse.
Think about the long term, Zero. Is this something you really want to do? I know that you want to help, but
Natsuki, the only thing we should be concerned about now is your safety. It's not going to get better if you stay. We both know that what he's doing isn't okay. So I'm trying to put a stop to it now. Please, work with me here. I already told you I have a spare room, for as long as you'll need it. We just need to get you and your stuff out of there as soon as we can. Please. Take a deep breath.
damn it, Zero. Why do you have to make this so hard? I don't know, okay? I just don't know.
Natsuki stares at the ground silently. I can only assume she's mulling the options over in her head. Taking a deep breath, makes up her mind. As if on command, he rises from the bench, and I follow.
You're right. I know it's not okay. Would you really want me over?
Without a doubt. As long as it can keep you safe. Just need to figure out how to, get you out of there first. Do you even need to go home? I mean, I could just walk into my house now. That'd be in one work.
He's expecting me home. 45 minutes ago.
I feel a pit in my stomach. A tightening knot of unease. What happens if she's late? I don't want her to get hurt.
I need my stuff. Clothes, medication, you know. Can't be today.
Tomorrow, then. We can't waste time. Time to get your stuff packed and ready to go. We'll have time to figure out how the hell we're even gonna... This is so messed up. My heart's going about a mile a minute. But I need to keep it together. Figure something out. For her. Yeah, I can't. Hearing that one of my friends had to go through... choke up a little.
Zero? Are you okay? You're getting a little...
No, I'm fine. Just have to figure this out. I think I know what to... The buzz of a mobile phone startles us both. We fall dead silent. Natsuki slowly pulls her phone out of her pocket and puts a finger in front of her mouth, mimicking a shush. Starts to wander away from the bench to avoid the gushing noise of the fountain. With bated breath, she answers. Seconds go by. followed by minutes. Each one feels like an hour. Several steps behind, they'll make our father's shouts over the line. Natsuki visibly flinches a couple times, yanking the phone away from her ear as she does. Before long, it's over. Natsuki turns to me, defeated.
Natsuki
sighs.
I've gotta go home.
I'll walk with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, I do need to find out how to get to your house. And I want to be there for you. He gulped.
Okay. We should go then.
Nodding, quickly collect the Parfait Girls collection before we rush out of the school gates.
I'm a sharpshooter.